Yeah.
So as designers, starting out, what were some of the most difficult hurdles you had to overcome to like either get it started or like for example, was it difficult to drop your first design, or was that it just kind of came to you and you were able to like your first product?
That was easy.
Okay.
That part was easy for me. It was the more or less to become established that what we struggled at early on, not even early on, deep into our run.
So like the LLCs and the bank accounts and
getting
stuff
everything
like that.
established to the point where our paperwork is good
Right.
and everything is good. Like we struggled with that, and that's something, like I said, young boy, like I'm gonna make sure if he really wants to take that seriously, like that would be something that I would stress from the jump, because if that stuff is situated early, you don't have to deal with it later.
Right.
And that's just eliminating steps. So that's definitely something I would say, like, you know what I mean? The creating stuff was easy. Stuff came naturally to us. It was definitely the black and white stuff that we struggled at. And it took us a minute. Like, it took us a minute. I would say at least 3-4 years into the game to realize that, like, yo, we're wasting our time if this is not backed. And I think that would be it.
How did you teach yourself? YouTube
The
University?
internet.
YouTube
Yeah,
University?
the internet, man.
Right.
Like the internet does it, yo.
Right.
The internet does it. And a few trusted people in my corner, you know what I mean, talk to me about it, and Tay's corner as well talked to us about it. And
So what about for study hall?
Honestly, it was the same. It was the same, exactly. Like the designs came a little easy. Obviously, we had to figure out like where to get it printed and vectorizing designs and all that. But it was the legal aspect of it. Like another quick gem: if you open up an LLC in New York City, you got to deal with the fucking publication bullshit.
Yeah. You have to pay to have your shit added for 6 weeks or some shit like that.
So that's been a little, like, I'm dealing with that shit now. Like,
Okay.
I'm not trying to pay $700 to get in New York City. There's a few loopholes. So it was just the legal aspect of it and making sure that we got everything in line, that we got our sales authority, the tax certificate and all that.
I did that shit every fucking 3 months.
Yeah, bro. I get emails from
I
the
haven't sold
niggas all the
anything.
time. Yeah.
that actually stopped us from making a website early on. Like, we didn't
Really?
want to deal with that. Yes, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so the website shit was easy. But real quick, like, we're still kind of fresh in study hall. So one thing that I want to plug that we'll be dropping hopefully by this summer is something we're gonna call Study Hall Presents. So Study Hall Presents is shit like this. Like, if you're young, for example, you'll tell your young boy, attend that webinar. We're gonna talk about sourcing blanks, finding a printer, doing all that shit, like getting your design vectorized. Here are some few contacts for printers that do really great work. Feel me? Nice. So it's Study Hall Presents, and then we're also gonna branch out and maybe come at JP like, yo, how can somebody that's starting in fashion get into a runway show, some shit like that. You feel me? So we're gonna start tagging different people, see if they could do a little 30-minute webinar for folks that's interested in that shit. So
It's wavy, bro.
And I think that's great, man, because it's like you were saying, there was so much gatekeeping.
Facts.
And because it happened to you so heavily, and you were just like, yo, fuck y'all, man.
cool.
I'm gonna get to where you at, and I'm gonna pull everybody that I feel like is really about this. I'm gonna pull them up.
Man.
That's how you gotta do it.
If you gate kept me, that means I'm doing something right because you scared of me.
Facts. Big facts. Big
So
facts.
is content like that like a bigger part of the ethos of study hall?
It literally is. Like, study hall, what we're trying to get to a point, and I don't know if it's an inspiration from hidden, like subconsciously, or just me trying to just share all the knowledge and the resources that I got. But we trying to build study hall as a community. Like, think about it. Study hall was a community back in high school.
That's true.
When your free period, that's when you figured out anything you love, whether it's music, getting your hair braided, drawing, whatever it was. So that's what we're trying to build with study hall, some sort of community, at the same time dropping high-end streetwear. You feel me? Like, I've been sourcing blanks for over 12 years at this point. I know some of the best blanks that you could get. So right now we're doing really high quality. And I'm gonna show you. I brought something for everybody in here. Y'all gonna see the type of quality that we got for our joints.
Very dope, man. Very dope.
Amazing. So